ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's session. Today we'll be discussing the glories of Damodar month. Of all the 12 months in the annual calendar, different months have different specialities, but Kartik month is very unique in its own way for various reasons. Because uh, Kartik month is very dear to Krishna, and devotees throughout this month offer lamps of their love to Radha Damodar, Yashoda Damodar, and we can highlight the glories of Kartik month in various ways, but in the next 1 hour or so, I would like to highlight one perspective of uh, the glories of Kartik month. In this month, several wonderful pastimes of Krishna happened, but a common theme amongst the major pastimes of Krishna that happened during this month is Krishna's love for his devotees. How much Krishna is hungry for the love of his devotees, and how much Krishna loves his devotees, and how much devotees of Krishna love him is so wonderfully demonstrated in some of the major pastimes that happened during this month. One of the most popular pastimes that happened in the middle of this month is Damodar Leela. And another pastime that happens right the next day is Govardhan Puja. I think I'll center the discussion on these two pastimes, although we have many other uh, important episodes that happened during this month. Let's meditate on Damodar Leela for a few minutes. In Damodar Leela, everybody knows, I'm not going to elaborate on the details of the Leela, but I want to highlight some important perspectives. Amongst many lessons that we can learn from Damodar Leela, one most important element of this Leela is Krishna's love for Mother Yashoda and Krishna's hunger for Mother Yashoda's love. On Diwali day, Krishna just got up from sleep with lot of hunger for Mother Yashoda's milk. He started crying as soon as he got up from his bed. He came all the way to Mother Yashoda, who was churning butter for Krishna at that time. He just climbed on the lap of Mother Yashoda without Mother Yashoda attempting to pick him up and place him in her lap. Because Yashoda Mata's lap is Krishna's property. It is your own seat. It is Krishna's own seat. Why Krishna has to be invited into that seat? So Krishna just climbed on her lap and sat there, and Yashoda Mata started feeding him her milk. Now, the feeding happened for a long time, And at one point, Yashodamata hears the sound of this boiling milk, Padmagandha milk in the kitchen, and it was overflowing. And just to save that little milk, Mother Yashoda ran into the kitchen, leaving Krishna aside. That's where Krishna's disappointment began. Krishna is hungry for Mother Yashoda's love. That's why as soon as he got up, he was thinking about Mother Yashoda only. Nowadays, people, as soon as they get up, they open their phones and check if there are some new WhatsApp messages or new emails. That's the first activity that most people do in 2024. Most human beings do. Uh, but Krishna, as soon as he got up from sleep, he was missing Mother Yashoda. He was feeling intense separation from Mother Yashoda. My mother always stays in front of me to take care of me as soon as I get up. But where is my mother now? Where is she gone? How can she be away from me, not caring for me at this moment? But Krishna did not know at that moment that Mother Yashoda is churning water for Krishna. So Krishna started crying how much he was in need of Mother Yashoda's love. Just because he could not see his mother, he started crying. And crying, he went to Mother Yashoda and she started feeding him her milk. And again, Krishna started crying when Mother Yashoda left him aside to save Padmagandha milk. Again, Krishna started crying. He broke the pot, he stole butter, he gave butter to monkeys, he himself ate, and he ran away when Mother Yashoda came to punish him, scold him. Uh, So here, Krishna's hunger for Mother Yashoda's love is very much revealed. Acharyas say that Krishna's tears were real tears. When Mother Yashoda apparently neglected Krishna, of course, she never neglects Krishna in her heart. She never means to beat Krishna, although she picks up a stick in Damodar Leela. Mother Yashoda is kind of behaving in a way that's not her natural Swarupa. She always loves Krishna, but she's scolding Krishna. And that scolding is also an expression of her love. She always cares for Krishna, but apparently she's neglecting Krishna by not giving him her milk and keeping him aside. But that neglect is also out of love for Krishna. She ran into the kitchen only to save that milk which is meant for Krishna's service in future. So, just some time back, couple of hours back, I was discussing 13 contradictions in Damodar Leela. Uh, in that Leela, we saw in that session, we saw the Leela, Damodar Leela from the perspective of Krishna, how Krishna compromised on his own qualities. His absolute truth, he started speaking lies. He is Sachidananda Vigraha, is the form of condensed bliss, but he was crying. He was self-satisfied, but still he was hungry for mother's milk. He's Atmaram, but he's in need of something, mother's milk. And also he is peace personified, but he's very angry. He gets disappointed. So like that we have discussed so many contradictions, 13 contradictions. Although Krishna has certain qualities, he behaved opposite to those qualities in Damodar Leela to highlight his ultimate quality that he is bound by the love of his devotees. Similarly, contradictions in Mother Yashoda's character, Yashoda's nature here. What is contradiction? Mother naturally loves child and gives him more importance than anything else. But apparently, Mother Yashoda gave more importance to saving Padmagandha milk than feeding Krishna her milk. Because she loves Krishna. That is also, this neglect is also an expression of her love. Because Mother Yashoda was intensely absorbed in her love for Krishna as a mother, Krishna also became so intensely absorbed in his love for his mother, and he stopped identifying himself as God. He stopped identifying himself as the supreme, almighty personality of Godhead, the creator, controller, proprietor, master, and enjoyer of everything that exists in the entire cosmos. He stopped identifying himself like that. His only identity now is, I am a child of Mother Yashoda. I am the son of Mother Yashoda. That's all. No other identity. Krishna. This is Krishna's speciality. Uh, he can relinquish his opulences to express his love and experience the love of his devotees. Expresses his love for devotees, experiences the love of his devotees. Mother Yashoda neglected Krishna apparently and did not give him her milk. In reciprocation with her intense absorption in Vatsalya Prema, Krishna also cried. Acharyas say that the tears of Krishna were real tears, Amrishashru, because a person's integrity has to be assessed or estimated or decided or understood according to what the person does in seclusion when nobody watches him or her. Krishna was crying when Mother Yashoda left him. Nobody was there to watch him. It's not that he was in front of 10 other people. And sometimes the gopis come to Mother Yashoda to complain against Krishna. At that time, Krishna acts very innocently. He's not innocent. He's acting. At that time, Krishna defends himself. When Mother Yashoda says, "Why did you steal butter?" Krishna defends himself. That's all false. He just wanted to escape punishment and scolding. That's why he's doing that. But here, when Mother Yashoda kept Krishna aside to serve Padmagandha milk, Krishna actually cried. Sometimes when Mother Yashoda is chastising Krishna, Krishna rubs his eyes to produce more tears. They are not real tears. He produces fake tears. He rubs his eyes to produce more tears, although tears were not coming. He somehow manages to produce some tears. They're fake tears. But in this Damodar Leela, Krishna's tears were real tears. Now don't see Krishna as a god. See him as a child who is neglected by his mother. That is his intense absorption. And towards the end of the Leela, when Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna and Krishna wasn't getting bound, every time the rope is falling 2 fingers short, then uh, Krishna looked at her endeavor. Swamatuhu svinna gatraya visrasta kabarasraja drishtva parishramam Krishna kripaya asit swabandhane. Kripaya asit swabandhane. So Krishna, out of his intense kripa or mercy on Mother Yashoda, he allowed himself to be bound by her. See how much the Lord surrenders to the will of his devotee. Mother Yashoda wanted to bind Krishna, but Krishna wanted to play initially. But after seeing her intense endeavor by joining so many ropes, she was perspiring, all the Malati flowers on her heads were falling off every now and then. Some Malati flowers were thinking that Mother Yashoda is trying to punish Krishna and bind Krishna. We should not be on her head. We don't want to be a part of this conspiracy. Let's leave her. Some Malati flowers fell off. And some Malati flowers thought, Yashoda Mata is trying to catch Krishna. But we are sitting on her hair and increasing her weight. So let's fall off and reduce her weight so that she can easily serve Krishna. And some Malati flowers were thinking that Yashoda Mata is such a wonderful devotee, great devotee, epitome of Vatsalya Prema. We don't deserve to be sitting on her head. We should fall at her feet. In that mood, some Malati flowers fell down. In this way, all these flowers also were falling from her head. Krishna saw that. Swamatuhu svinnagatraya visrasta kabarasraja. All the flowers were also falling. She was perspiring. She was very tired. Early morning, she got up from her sleep. She was churning butter with so much of heart endeavor. She gave milk to Krishna and she ran behind Krishna in the streets of Vrindavan and finally caught him. And she was trying so many ropes, joining rope after rope to bind Krishna. She was exhausted. She was tired. It's on a spiritual level. Don't compare it with some hard labor done by any human being in this world. Different, but still she's getting tired as a part of the pastime. Krishna looked at her. Oh, my mother loves me so much. To teach me good manners, she is endeavoring so much. He became merciful. Then Mother Yashoda just bound him. This is how Krishna loves to be bound by the affection of his devotees. And this entire Damodar Leela is a glorification of Mother Yashoda. Nobody could bind Krishna. No one has received mercy as much as Mother Yashoda did. Niyamam virincho na bhavo na shrirapyanga samshrayat prasadam lebhire gopi yattat prapa vimuktidat na imam virincho. The extent of mercy that Krishna showed upon Mother Yashoda, he did not show in on Virinchi also. Brahma also did not get this mercy. Na Bhavo, Bhava means Shiva, did not get this mercy. Na Shrir, Lakshmi Devi also did not get this mercy. Api Anga Samshraya, although Lakshmi Devi is very dear to him, very close to him, she is in great physical proximity with Narayana, but still she never got this much mercy. नियमं विरिञ्चो न भवो न श्रीरप्यंग संश्रयात् प्रसादं लेभिरे गोपी तत्तत् प्राप विमुक्तिदात्. This kind of mercy nobody got. And Mother Yashoda is absorbed in her mood of being a mother of Krishna, and she never thought that Krishna is God. Even if Krishna exhibits his godhood right in front of her eyes, even if Krishna does some superhuman activities in Vrindavan, like lifting Govardhan or killing Aristas or killing Kesi demon and liberating many other demons, or safely landing from the sky when Trinavata took him away, or nothing happened to him when this Shakatas or ghost was trying to fall on him. Krishna just kicked the cart and the cart fell down. Krishna was sleeping under the cart peacefully. So despite Krishna exhibiting so much of opulence right in front of Mother Yashoda, Krishna showed the entire universe within his belly to Mother Yashoda, but still Yashoda Mata never believes that Krishna is God. He thought maybe my son is specially empowered by Narayana, or maybe my son is deceased. Maybe some ghost caught him. So these are some thoughts of Mother Yashoda whenever she sees something unusual or unconventional happening with Krishna. त्रय्याचोपनिषद्भिश्च साङ्ख्ययोगैश्च सात्वतैः उपगीयमानमाहात्म्यं हरिं सामान्यतात्मजम्. Trayyacha in all the three Vedas, Upanishadbhischa in all the great Upanishads, Sankhya Yoga is Sattvataihi in all the Sattvata scriptures that are describing Sankhya Yoga and other things. Upagiyamana Mahatmyam, Krishna's Mahatmya, Krishna's glory is described elaborately. But Harim Sa Amanyata Atmajam, that Hari is understood to be her son. Mother Yashoda just considers that Hari as her son, not as Supreme Lord. This is the Paribhasha Sutra of Krishna Leela, according to Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. This shloka comes somewhere in the 10th canto, 8th chapter, I think 45th shloka. I don't exactly remember the number. So, this Damodar Leela is a glorification of Mother Yashoda, her love for Krishna. Just to highlight her love, Krishna took a low profile. He compromised on his own desire. He has Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Ichha Shakti and Satya Sankalpa Shakti means whatever Krishna desires has to happen. Nothing can happen opposite to Krishna's desire. Not a blade of grass moves without Krishna's sanction, Krishna's desire. But here, Krishna's desire is not fulfilled. Yashoda Mata's desire is fulfilled. Everywhere, all the devotees have to align their will with Krishna. Then only they are called good devotees. But here, Krishna aligned his will with devotee's desire. He kept aside his desire. Okay, let me keep aside my desire of playing or being free. If Yashoda Mata desires that I am bound by this rope to this wooden grinding mortar, let me be arrested by Mother Yashoda. No problem. Let me be arrested. So this is Krishna's love for his devotees. Krishna was finally bound. And when Balaramji came to see Krishna, Balaramji became very upset. Who bound you, Krishna, like this? Krishna, who had the daring to bind you, to arrest you like this with a rope? Uh, I am Sankarshana, I am Seshanag, I am Lakshman, I am Balaram. I can destroy the entire universe if anyone offends you, if anyone troubles you in this way. Tell me, who has done this offense to you? And Krishna said, Mother Yashoda. Balaramji, who was roaring like a lion till now, became like a cat. Mother Yashoda, why didn't you tell me before only? He became uh, very scared. Oh, Mother Yashoda. Because this is the respect that Krishna and Balaram give to Mother Yashoda. If she decides, who are we to object that desire? Even Balaramji took a lot of it. But still, Balaramji thought, let me just go and make an attempt uh, to attract the mercy of Mother Yashoda. Balaramji, who had the ability to drag entire Hastinapur city and throw it in Ganga river. Balaramji, who had the ability to kill Dhenukasur and Pralambasur and Duvida gorilla and Balvala and many other such demons. He is going to beg Mother Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, can you please untie that rope? Please, please do it. It's just untying a rope only, not dragging the city of Hastinapur into Ganga. Someone who has the ability to drag Hastinapur into Ganga and kill big, big demons doesn't have the ability to untie a rope. One knot, one little knot is there. Just untie or cut the rope. Can't he cut the rope? But without Mother Yashoda's permission, Krishna cannot release himself, Balaramji cannot release Krishna, or nobody else can touch that rope. You have to offer obeisance to the rope. That is the rope of Mother Yashoda's love. How can, and with that love, Mother Yashoda bound Krishna. How can you unknot it? How can you untie it? Not possible for Balram also. So Balramji went and begged Mother Yashoda, pleaded, Mother Yashoda, can you please release Krishna? Initially, he was just little wanted to present how great Krishna is. Mother Yashoda, do you know who Krishna is? Yashoda Mother Sahib, who is Krishna? Balramji said, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is the Bhagavan Swayam. He is the source of all incarnations. He is Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Rama, Parshuram. He is everything. Mother Yashoda said, who are you then? Balramji said, I am Seshanag, I am Ananta, I am Lakshman, I am Balaram, I am the holder of all the universes, I am this, I am that. Yashoda Mata said that all the incarnations in the entire creation have to take birth in my home only or what? Shut up and get out. If you request me like this, I will also beat you and bind you like him. Get out. Balramji just ran away. And after some time again Balramji came and asked Mother Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, can you, I understand the punishment that you have given to Krishna is very appropriate punishment. And he deserves that punishment, I understand that. But I think he's punished for sufficiently long time. Now is the time to untie the knot, release him. Can you please do that? Please, please do that. If you are busy in household work, I will go and do it. Please, just give me instruction. Yashoda Mata said, no. No. Balaramji could not untie. Just untying rope, that's all. But her instruction is there, right? यह शास्त्र विधिमुत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः न ससिद्धिमाप्नोति न सुखं न वरांगति. Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, whoever violates the instructions of the scriptures, Shastra Vidhis, will not get any happiness in this life or the next. And that Supreme Lord who gave this instruction to all of us, to follow his instruction, he is now bound by the instructions of Mother Yashoda. It's not about the ability to release Krishna. It's about the eligibility. Who is eligible to release Krishna? Whoever is blessed by Mother Yashoda. Means whoever gets permission from Mother Yashoda. Yashoda is not giving permission to anybody to release Krishna. So Balaramji had to just keep quiet. To this degree, Krishna, Balaram, especially Krishna, has given importance to Mother Yashoda's authority. her position. That's a respect that he gave her. She has the ability to bind me. Iti dृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिः. By performing this kind of enchanting leelas, Ananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajjantam, Krishna is immersing his dear devotees in pools of ecstasy. Ananda Kunda means they are like lakes of bliss. Krishna is immersing them and announcing to all the people who are attached to his majesty. What was he announcing? Bhaktair Jitatvam. This is how I am conquered by the love of my devotees. Krishna is announcing to all of them. This is the speciality of Damodar Leela, where Krishna declares how much he comes under the control of his devotees, how much he is Bhakta Paradhina, how much he is Bhaktair Jitatvam, how much he is Bhakti Baddham, by allowing Mother Yashoda to bind. If Yashodamata desires, that desire has to be fulfilled. Not my desire. Bhishma desired. What was his desire? I want to see Krishna pick up a weapon. If he doesn't pick up a weapon, no one can save Arjuna from his death today. Today I'm going to show my full powers. Krishna took a vow not to pick up a weapon. So, but Bhishma is just fighting so vigorously that Arjuna was on the verge of death at one point. Then Krishna said, keep aside my vow. Bhishma will spare Arjuna's life only if I pick up something, right? So Krishna got up and then picked up a chariot wheel and started charging against Bhishma. Just by doing that, he showed his affection to two devotees. One is Arjuna, clearly. To save Arjuna's life, only Krishna picked up the chariot wheel. He became Rathanga Pani. Another devotee is Bhishma himself. Krishna gave more importance to Bhishma's vow than his own vow. Although I took a vow not to pick up a weapon in this Kurukshetra war, but Bhishma wanted to see me like that because he's in Virya Rasa. Krishna could have protected Arjuna even without picking up this Ratha Chakra, but he did not do that because who is trying to attack Arjuna? Bhishma is trying to attack, and Bhishma is Mahajan, pure devotee. So, giving importance to Bhishma's vow and submitting to his stubbornness, he is trying to protect even Bhishma also, protect Bhishma's words also. So this is the Lord's love and affection towards his devotees. He gives more importance to his devotees than he takes for himself. Similarly, in Damodar Leela, Krishna gave more importance to Yashodamata's desire than his own desire. This is Krishna's love. And in Damodar Leela, Krishna also gave importance to another devotee's desire other than Mother Yashoda's desire. You know, is that Narada Muni. When Krishna was bound to that wooden grinding mortar, he saw Yamalarjuna trees. Oh, they are also in bondage. I am in bondage, they are also in bondage. Because he himself is bound, he empathizes with someone who is in the bound condition. The two Yamalarjuna trees, and he uprooted them. Just by using the simple thread and what is this? Mortar. The mortar is very weak and the thread is very thin. But Krishna gave so much of strength to this mortar and this rope, the thread, and empowered them with the ability to collapse Arjuna trees. This is the speciality of Damodar Leela. Although ordinarily a devotee may be very weak, unqualified, may be filled with hundreds and thousands of shortcomings, Still, uh, by the Lord's grace, the devotee can do unimaginable things. Just as Krishna empowered the rope and mortar with the ability to uproot Yamalarjuna trees, which were so huge and so tall and so strong compared to them. Similarly, the Lord also can empower a devotee to perform inconceivable activities. All we need to do is be willing to act as instrument in Krishna's hands. We are instruments in Krishna's hands. As long as we have that willingness to act as instruments in Krishna's hands, Krishna can empower us. Nimittamatram bhavasavyasachi. Maya ivaite nihataha purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachi, he said. I have already killed all these people in Kurukshetra war. You just become an instrument in my hands. Similarly, Krishna already decided to liberate the two Yamalarjuna trees, the mortar and the rope had to just become instruments in Krishna's hands or Krishna's waist. He was not touching them with hands, they were bound to his waist. So, why did Krishna do so? Because of his love for Narada Muni. Because he was bound by the love and affection of Narada Muni, right? Narada Muni wanted Krishna to show some mercy on the sons of Kuvera, Nalakavara and Manigriva. So Krishna thought, a sweet Leela is going on between the mother and the son. Why should Krishna bother to look in the direction of Kuvera's sons when he's having some sweet pastime, loving exchange with Mother Yashoda? Because Narada Muni wanted. Kuveratmajau baddha murtai mayadvad tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau krutau cha तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेस्ति दामोदरेह. Kuveratmajau Baddhamurtaya. Although he himself is a Baddhamurti, he released Kuvera's sons from their bandha. Tvaya mochitau, he gave them liberation. Bhakti bhajau kritaucha. Not only liberation, mukti, he gave them bhakti also. Bhakti bhajau kritaucha. And Satyavrata Muni is praying that Tatha Prema Bhaktim Swakam me prayacha. Give the same Prema Bhakti to me also. I don't want moksha. I want bhakti. Muktim dadati karhiti smana bhakti yogam. The Lord can easily give mukti, but he cannot give bhakti so easily. Right? Similarly, uh, but Satyavrata Muni says, I want bhakti, I don't want mukti. So in this discussion on Damodar Leela, we saw how much the Lord is affectionate towards his devotees. Because Narada Muni wanted Krishna to show mercy on Nalakavara and Manigriva. Krishna did that. The Lord loves his devotees. Damodar Leela is nothing but an exhibition of Krishna's intense love for his devotees. Now, let's discuss another Leela, Govardhan Leela. Here also, we can see how Krishna demonstrated his intense love for his another devotee. Who is that? Govardhan. Giriraj Govardhan. Once Srimati Radharani herself glorified Giriraj Govardhan in this way. Antaya madrirabala haridasavaryo yadrama Krishna charanas parasha pramodah manam tanoti sahago ganayostayoryat pani yasuyavasakandara kandavulai. Hantaya madrirabala, this great mountain is Haridasavarya, the best of all servants of Lord Hari. Yad Ramakrishna Charana Sparasha Pramodaha, by the touch of the divine lotus feet of Ram and Krishna, Balaram and Krishna, this Giriraj Govardhan enters into ecstasy. Mahanam Tanoti, Giriraj Govardhan gives so much of Mahanam. Mahanam means respect to Krishna. Sahago Ganayostayoryat, not only Krishna, Krishna's cows and Krishna's cowherd boyfriends also. That's how Giriraj Govardhan is respecting Krishna and his devotees. Therefore, Krishna wanted to respect Giriraj Govardhan. Pani Yasuyavasa Kandara Kandamulaihi. Krishna wanted to, sorry, Giriraj Govardhan served Krishna in so many ways by offering Pani Yasuyavasa Kandara Kandamulai, soft grasses and liquid substances. I will not elaborate on that shloka, but Giriraj's service to the entire cowhead community of Krishna is immense. Immense service Giriraj Govardhan has done. So Krishna wanted to glorify his devotee. Krishna wanted to glorify his humble devotee and humble his proud devotee. That is Govardhan Leela, essentially. Indra is a devotee, Govardhan is also a devotee. But Indra is proud devotee, Govardhan is humble devotee. Indra is a mixed devotee, Govardhan is a pure devotee. So Krishna wanted to highlight this pure and humble devotee, and Krishna wanted to teach a lesson to this proud and mixed devotee and purify his consciousness. So Krishna stopped Indra Puja. One would think that Krishna showed mercy on all the Vrajavasis. Krishna protected all the Vrajavasis by lifting Govardhan mountain. But actually, Krishna protected Indra also. In this beautiful episode of Govardhan Dharan, Krishna showed mercy not only on Vrajavasis, Krishna showed mercy on Indra also. Krishna protected Vrajavasis by lifting Govardhan, and Krishna also protected Indra by crushing his pride. Indra was sitting on a big mountain of pride. Krishna dragged him down by lifting this Govardhan mountain and increased the pride of Govardhan. Pride means the positive pride. Increased the glory of Govardhan, reputation of Govardhan. So the Lord wants to give more credit to humble devotees and humble, arrogant devotees. Let's not increase Krishna's work. Let us become humble ourselves. If we are naturally humble, Krishna need not do some extra hard work of lifting Govardhan mountain or doing something else to humble us. If we ourselves become humble, Krishna is happy. But if we are not becoming humble, Krishna has to do the needful to make us humble. Easier said than done. Acquiring humility is not so easy. It's very, very difficult to become humble. And after becoming humble, to remain humble is very difficult. Indra is humbled in Govardhan Leela. But again, in Parijat episode, again Indra became arrogant. It's difficult to become humble. It's more difficult to remain humble, always. But the main point that we wanted to discuss today is how much Krishna loves his devotees. Krishna loved Indra so much that when there is some shortcoming in Indra's character, when there is some pride that's contaminating his consciousness, Krishna purified that pride and protected Indra from that pride. And also Krishna promised Indra, don't worry, I'll take care of your son, Arjuna. I'll make him my dearest friend. So after this entire Govardhan episode is over, Indra came to beg forgiveness from Krishna and he did Abhishek of Krishna. And all the other devatas came, Surabhi cow came, and all of them offered Krishna this special name called Govinda. They did Abhishek, Krishna Abhishek. In that context, Indra said, my dear Lord, my partial expansion, my son Arjuna is already born. He is equal to your age. So you show some mercy on him. Then Krishna said, of course, very soon. I'm going to shift to Mathura, then Dwaraka, then I'll go to Hastinapur, Indraprastha, and I will definitely show mercy on your son. So Krishna showed affection on Indra by purifying him of his pride. Similarly, Krishna showed affection on his devotees, Vrajavasis, by lifting Govardhan mountain and especially by giving them an experience of being with him 7/24. Full week, 7 days and 7 nights, Krishna was there with the Vrajavasis, and it's an ecstatic experience for the Vrajavasis. They forgot their homes. They were not at all anxious that they were in the middle of rainfall under some mountain. Just imagine yourself in that condition. there's a big flood in your area and you have nowhere to go. Uh, Somehow you went under a mountain, sat under a mountain or mountain cave for one full week. So much anxious. We become depressed in such a state. But Brajavasis were not depressed, they were ecstatic because Krishna is giving them personal time. So Krishna showed mercy on Vrajavasis. Krishna showed love on Vrajavasis. Krishna showed love for Indra, and Krishna showed love for Govardhan also. He wanted to increase the glory of Govardhan. Govardhan is Vrajanava Tilakatvam. Krishna could have protected the Vrajavasis in any way he wanted. Krishna could have made Nanda Bhavan so big. Even one devotee of Krishna, Kardamamani, with his mystic power, he could create a huge airship that can travel at his will, and it was as huge as a big city. Can't Krishna create a city or airship? Okay, one week there's rains, there are rains here. Let's go for a tour all over the world. Let's go to pleasure valleys where there is no rain. Let's go to Swargalok. Indra is busy in Vrindavan creating rainfall here. Let's go to Swargalok and then we'll stay in Indra's place. Krishna could have done anything to protect Brajavasis. Or Krishna could have protected Brajavasis um, uh, in other ways at other spots. But why did Krishna run all the way from Nanda Bhavan to Govardhan only? Because Krishna wanted to uh, give credit to Govardhan mountain, uh, that Govardhan protected all the Brajavasis from Indra's rainfall. For all time to come, let Govardhan be glorified as the protector of Brajavasis. निजपति भुजदण्ड छत्रभावं प्रपद्य प्रतिहतमदधृष्टो दण्डदेवेन्द्रगर्व अतुलपृथुलशैल श्रेणिभूपप्रियं मे निजनिकटनिवासं देहि गोवर्धनत्वं निजपति भुजदण्ड. Krishna's bhuja became a danda, a stick, a rod that held this umbrella of Govardhan. Chhatra bhavam prapadya. Pratihatam adadhrishto danda devendra garva. Pratihata madadhrishto uddanda devendra garva. Just to destroy the pride of the stubborn, arrogant, adamant Indra. Krishna lifted the Govardhan mountain and held it on his little finger, left side of left hand for 7 days and 7 nights. This is how Krishna loves Govardhan mountain. Just as in Damodar Leela, Krishna exhibited his love for Mother Yashoda, his love for Narada Muni, and also his mercy on Nalakvar and Manikriva, and mercy on all of us by announcing that he comes under the control of his devotees' love. Similarly, in Govardhan Leela also, Krishna exhibited his mercy and love on all the Vrajavasis, on Giriraj Govardhan, and also on Indra by protecting him from pride. Indra created devastating rainfall in Vrindavan. Nobody has created such a havoc in Vrindavan. So many demons like Putana, Trinavarta, Aghasur, Bakasur, Vatsasur, Vyomasur, so many such uh, demons attacked Vrindavan, disturbed the peace of Vrindavan. But nobody created as much havoc as Indra created. What does it mean? When a devotee is not in proper consciousness, such a devotee can create more havoc in a spiritual community than an outsider. The outsiders can cause less disturbance to us. They can cause great disturbance, but the disturbance caused by an insider is felt more painful. It feels more painful than uh, the disturbance caused by an outsider. Therefore, as practicing devotees, we need to act in ways that are pleasing to other devotees, not cause them inconvenience or discomfort or any other such uh, disturbance. If I can't serve Vaishnav community, at least let me not disturb the Vaishnav community. If I can't contribute much, that's okay, but let me not create commotion. Sometimes an immature devotee's contribution is less, commotion is more. Service is less, and uh, and disturbance is more. So let's not be like that. If you can serve nicely, that's amazing. If you can't serve, let's keep quiet. Let's not disturb Vaishnavas. So Indra was in such a mode, but Krishna purified him. Krishna loved him. It is out of love that Krishna corrects a devotee. By correcting a devotee, Krishna protects the devotee. Correction is an exhibition of protection. But if we perceive correction as lack of love, then we have a long way to go. We will not be purified so easily. So Indra, it took some time for Indra to understand it. Krishna did not take away Indra's position. Krishna did not take away his service. Krishna allowed Indra to continue his service, but Krishna only took away Indra's pride and that which is causing Indra's pride, which is worship. People are performing Indra Puja, therefore Indra is getting puffed up. Let's cancel this puja, let's destroy the pride, let him do service nicely. The idea of the Lord's punishment or the purpose of the Lord's punishment is not rejection, it's rectification. Indra's poor consciousness is rectified. It's rectified by the Lord. But later again he became poor in consciousness. Again Krishna forgave. Again Krishna brought him to senses. See Krishna's patience. Krishna's patience in dealing with his devotees. Krishna did not kill Indra. Krishna killed so many other demons who created less disturbance in Vrindavan. But Krishna spared the life of Indra, who created more disturbance in Vrindavan. More disturbance than the disturbance created by all the demons put together. Still, Krishna said, my devotees. Therefore, uh, let me not kill him. Let me not take away his position. Yes, yes. The damage he created is much more severe than all the other demons put together, but it's my devotee. He's not in good consciousness. Let me bring him to good consciousness. He did not kill Indra. And even though Krishna killed other demons, he gave them liberation. Or at least he removed that curse. He destroyed the effect of the curse that they have received from whomever they received curse from. And they went back to their previous positions. Like Nalakavar and Manigriva went back to their heavenly abode. Varatantu, who became Arishtasur, he went back to his previous position. And some people were gone into the spiritual world. They have gone into the spiritual world. So, in this way, we see that Krishna is merciful. Kartik month is filled with so many wonderful pastimes of Krishna, where he is expressing his love towards his devotees. He's just pouring out his love and affection towards his devotees, and is eager to taste that love and affection of his devotees. Krishna glorified Govardhan for all time to come. Krishna uh, had such sweet loving exchanges with Vrajavasis under Govardhan mountain, and Krishna purified Indra. Krishna glorified Mother Yashoda for all time to come, and he was bound by his love, her love. And also Krishna reciprocated with the desire of Narada Muni and delivered Nalakavar and Manigriva. So these are a few lessons that we can meditate upon during this Kartik month. Apart from going for Dham Darshan and offering lamps, cooking bhoga for Govardhan, doing various services, all that we can do, we have to do. But let us also spare some time to meditate on these lessons and try to implement those lessons, apply those lessons in our lives. Then our Kartik month will become successful. I wish you all a very happy Kartik month, and I seek your blessings so that I also be in proper consciousness during this Kartik month and take the benefit, great spiritual benefit available in this month. Thank you very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय।
Any questions or comments?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम। Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Sohini Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. First of all, thank you so much for this ecstatic session. Prabhuji, I would like to ask one question. As we know and as you described, that this month of Kartik and Damodar month is very auspicious, and we also take many vows and sankalpas like chanting more rounds and offering more service. So, me myself, I have also taken a few sankalpas, but as I am very much unqualified, but I really want to pursue all of those sankalpas and vows that I have taken. I find it really very difficult to keep up with everything. Like, for example, I want to render better service, so I want to chant more rounds, and at the same time, I have to attend so many lectures. So, how to fit in all the sankalpas and not miss out on anything, because this month is very auspicious and I want to be very particular about my services, especially during Damodar month. So, Prabhuji, if you can give any advice on how to be more diligent about these services, it would be really helpful.
Where there is a will, there is a way, as they say. When we have a sincere desire to either follow certain vows or targets of chanting extra rounds, or doing some services, or doing more Shravanam, Kirtanam, reading Bhagavad, whatever. When we have strong desire, Krishna will definitely facilitate. Krishna will definitely empower us to do all those services. Krishna will give us the necessary buddhi, intelligence to manage all those things within the available time. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti. I will give them the necessary intelligence, buddhi, so that they come closer to me. And another thing that I can say is, let's keep ourselves in the association of devotees who can enthuse us to keep our vows, who can support us and help us to fulfill our spiritual desires by doing some extra sadhana during this auspicious month. Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you so much for answering my question. Prabhuji, another doubt I have, as you said in the session, that in this Damodar month, and we can glorify Mother Yashoda because of her high transcendental love for Krishna. So, if I am not wrong, we have heard that gopis are also the topmost devotees. So, how, in what particular ways, in the context of Damodar Lila, is the topmost and transcendental devotion of Mother Yashoda different from the gopis, as both of them are exalted devotees of the Lord?
Yashoda Mata is in Vatsalya Rasa. The younger gopis are in Madhurya Rasa. And along with Yashoda Mata, Rohini Mata, and many other elderly gopis in Vrindavan, they are also in Vatsalya Rasa. So amongst the gopis, some are in Vatsalya Bhav and some are in Madhurya Bhav. The flavor is different. Amongst all the devotees in Madhurya Rasa, we have Srimati Radharani as the topmost. And amongst all the gopis in Vatsalya Prema, Yashoda Mata is the topmost. Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for clearing my doubts. Thank you for the session. Looking forward to more sessions. Hare Krishna.
We'll conclude here because it's late in the night.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanyavad.